Arsham suddenly put his arm around her waist and pulled her towards him. Arusha huffed and said, "What do you know? Oh, how quickly she has suffered recently." Then she made up her mind and said in the same tone, "I am going to Pársa. I will never leave you. I have no more than a sister." He started tickling her. Arusha could not stop laughing and tried to free herself. But she was still caught in Arsham's hands. "Enough. I can't do it anymore. Leave me alone, you fluffy boy. Let's go. Dinner is getting cold." Arsham let go of her when she completely cried. Arusha flew out of his hands like a bird. And he said by the door, "Brother, have you thought about Nihan? She is a good girl. Approach her quietly and quietly. See if you can feel it. If she wants you to, she will show herself little by little. But if you see it, it won't. Either from you or him. Bury everything in your heart right there. You didn't find me an Armin." Arsham got up and went to him and took the hand that was hot with love and suicide and kissed it. "What are you doing, Arsham? I'm sorry, my sister is so worried about her brother's heart." Arusha smiled and they both went to the dinner table. Ibrahim was reading the newspaper. Haley brought them some tea. Ibrahim put the newspaper aside and said, "Thank you. Drink up. Ibrahim, I say let's forget about the good of Serena and Nihan's marriage. This girl put her foot in a shoe and committed suicide. She's dying, it's no use. We haven't seen her for a month now. Serena, after Fariba and hearing no from Nihan once, has come here again. I'm afraid things will get worse. Now that boy is in the middle of my birthday." Ibrahim drank some of his tea and said, "I want the best for this girl. But when she doesn't know what to do with her herself. You know we need Serena and her father. The money he gives us. It's much more than other grooms, otherwise we would have been bankrupt by now. This boy will finally back down like Behzad and go about his business. But our reputation is gone. It's unclear what these two did together. Two non-mahrams, two strangers and a young girl and boy. The third one is the devil. Bite your tongue. We don't know the boy. We know our daughter. Even when she was her official suitor with Behzad, she didn't make a mistake. Now that she's with a stranger instead of being at home and with us, I hope Serena succeeds. Of course, this boy's situation isn't bad either. Nihan wants him. And she needs my permission to get married. She needs to go to court. It will take a year. By then, either Milad or Serena will succeed." Haley didn't say anything else. Although she was upset with Nihan for running away from home and committing suicide and living with a strange boy who, when he used her and was no longer useful to her, would throw her away like a handkerchief, she missed her rebellious daughter. Benaz and the others, even after hearing the news of the suicide, had retreated into their own shell. Although they were coming to their father's house, there was no longer any warmth. When the arcade closed and Milad left, a few minutes later a car and a motorbike started following him. They tried not to be in his line of sight so that he would notice. Finally, when he entered a house, the chase ended. Serena smiled upon seeing a message on her phone. The girls in the car put on boys' hats and hid their hair. They said to Shore, "Are we okay?" "Yes. Be careful and pay attention." Then she sent a message to the others. Several lights turned on and off in different places. "Go ahead. Whenever you see something unusual, come back quickly." They and a number of boys got out of the cars and went to the company. They looked at the lock on the entrance door. They opened the toolbox and looked for the best tool. The locks were anti-theft and probably equipped with a thief catcher. Finally, they opened the door. Shore and the others simultaneously started the timer to calculate the time the police would arrive. Upon receiving the text message, Shore signaled for everyone to disperse. A patrol car entered the street and stopped in front of the company. The officers quickly reached it, but there was no news. They also tried the lock. One of them called the center and said, "We are in the local, but nothing suspicious can be seen. The street is empty and everything is safe and normal." One of the officers looked around and indicated that they should look inside the parked cars. The flashlights began to search inside and around the cars. After a while, everyone returned. When they arrived, the officer ordered them to return. As the police car passed, a fast food motorcycle passed by them. It stopped in front of one of the houses and continued on its way after delivering the packages. The police car also left the street. The back of the back seat shook and Shore came into the car from the trunk. She sent a message and after receiving the answer, he sat down on the seat and said, "Come quickly."